What if one skill could completely change my life? Imagine if learning English could open doors to opportunities, friendships, and dreams you never thought possible. Today, I want you to pause for a moment and think, how different could my future be if I spoke English with confidence? This is exactly what our theme is about today. English changes my life. Learning English is not just about grammar or vocabulary. It is about building a bridge to the world. With English, you can study abroad, get better jobs, meet people from other cultures, and discover knowledge that is not always available in your own language. English is more than a language. It is a key that can open new doors if you choose to use it. Welcome to Shadowing Podcast TV, the channel where we bring you daily inspirational stories combined with English learning practice. Here, we speak slowly and clearly so that you can shadow my voice, repeat the sentences, and improve your pronunciation step by step. Every video is a mix of motivation and language practice, designed to help you not only speak better English, but also live a better life. So if you are ready to practice shadowing and also receive an inspiring life lesson, you are in the right place. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so you never miss our daily videos. And remember, when you shadow, don't just repeat the words, feel the message inside. Let's begin our journey today with a story about how English can truly change a person's life. Part 1. The beginning of Maria's journey. Maria was a young woman from a small town. She had always dreamed of seeing the world, of traveling beyond the mountains that surrounded her home. But for many years, those dreams stayed locked in her heart because she believed she did not have the right tools to make them come true. Maria finished high school, and like many people in her town, she started working in a local shop. Every day felt the same. She served customers, arranged products, and at night she walked home tired, thinking, "Is this really all my life will be?" One evening, while scrolling on her old phone, she came across a video of someone speaking English fluently. The person looked confident, smiling as they shared their ideas with the world. Something inside Maria lit up. She whispered to herself, "If I could speak English, maybe I could also connect with the world. Maybe I could change my life." At first, it seemed impossible. Maria had never studied English seriously. She only knew a few basic words like hello, thank you, and goodbye. The thought of learning an entire new language felt like climbing a huge mountain. But deep inside, she knew that English could be her ticket to new opportunities. She began small. Every morning, before going to work, Maria listened to short English podcasts. She repeated the words slowly, practicing the sounds. She used shadowing, just like you are doing now. At first, she felt silly, repeating sentences in her small room. But soon she noticed something powerful. Every day her voice became stronger, her words clearer, her confidence higher. Maria's friends laughed at her. They said, "Why are you wasting time with English? You will never leave this town." But Maria didn't listen. She had a vision and she held on to it. After a few months, Maria could understand simple conversations. She joined free online classes and began practicing with people from other countries. For the first time in her life, she felt connected to the wider world. She realized that English was not just a school subject. It was a tool to build a better future. One day, an opportunity came. A tourist visited her town and entered the shop where she worked. The tourist asked for directions in English. Everyone else stayed silent, but Maria, with her shaking hands and nervous smile, tried to speak. Her sentences were not perfect, but she managed to help. The tourist thanked her warmly and said, "You are very helpful, and your English is good. Keep learning." That small moment felt like a victory. Maria realized that English was already changing her life. It gave her courage, it gave her hope, and it gave her a reason to believe in herself. Her journey was only beginning, but she knew that every word she practiced brought her one step closer to the life she dreamed of. Part 2. The Breakthrough. 600 words. Months turned into years, and Maria's life began to change in ways she never imagined. Her English was still not perfect, but every day she practiced. Every day she shadowed voices, and every day she grew a little more confident. One evening after work, she joined an online English-speaking club. At first, she was shy. When it was her turn to introduce herself, her voice trembled. She said slowly, "Hello, my name is Maria. I am from a small town. I want to learn English to change my life." The group clapped and encouraged her. That night, Maria realized something important. She was not alone. All around the world, people were learning English, chasing their dreams just like her. As Maria's skills improved, she decided to apply for a better job. There was a company in a nearby city that needed someone who could welcome international clients. The requirement was clear: English communication skills. Maria hesitated. She thought, "Am I good enough? Will they laugh at my mistakes?" But then she remembered her small victory with the tourist. She remembered the encouragement she felt in her online classes. So, she sent her application. A week later, Maria received a phone call. It was her first interview, in English. She felt her heart beating fast. She prepared by shadowing English phrases, practicing her answers in front of the mirror, and repeating positive affirmations. I can do this. I am ready. English is my bridge to the future. The day of the interview came. Maria wore her best clothes, sat in front of her phone camera, and greeted the interviewer. Good morning. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Her words were slow but clear. She made mistakes, yes, but she did not give up. She showed her passion, her willingness to learn, and her courage to try. A few days later, she got the news. She was hired. That moment was a turning point. Maria left the small shop and began working in the city. Suddenly, her world expanded. She met people from different countries, she listened to their stories, and she used English every single day. Each conversation was a lesson. Each word was a step forward. Her salary was higher, and she could finally support her family in ways she never thought possible. But more than money, Maria gained something even more valuable: confidence. She now believed that she could achieve big dreams if she kept learning and improving. With her new income, she saved enough to attend evening English courses. Her teachers encouraged her to dream bigger. One of them even suggested she apply for an international scholarship. At first, Maria laughed. She thought, "Me? Study abroad? That's impossible." But her teacher looked at her and said, "You already speak English. That means the world is open for you." Maria decided to try. She spent weeks preparing her application, writing essays, and practicing her English speaking test. The process was hard, and sometimes she felt like giving up. But every time doubt came, she repeated the same words she used when she first started. English is my key. English will change my life. Months later, an email arrived. Maria had been accepted into a program to study in another country. Tears filled her eyes. The girl from a small town, who once knew only hello and thank you, was now preparing to travel across the world because of English. Her journey proved something powerful. When you learn English with determination, you are not just learning words, you are learning to change your future. Part 3. Lesson to Remember plus Comprehension Questions. 250 words. Maria's story teaches us something very important. English is more than just a language. It is a tool for transformation. At first, Maria only had a small dream, but by practicing every day, step by step, she created big opportunities for herself. She proved that you don't need to be perfect to start. You only need courage, consistency, and a clear vision. When Maria helped a tourist in her small town, she discovered her first victory. When she got her first job interview in English, she faced fear but chose bravery. And when she applied for an international scholarship, she pushed beyond limits and changed her future forever. The lesson is clear. Never underestimate the power of learning English. It can open doors to jobs, education, travel, friendships, and opportunities that once seemed impossible. And remember, your English does not need to be perfect. What matters is your determination and the belief that you can grow. Now it's your turn. I want you to think and share in the comments. How do you think English can change your life? What is one small step you can take today to improve your English? Do you believe that practicing every day, even just 10 minutes, can make a difference? Why or why not? Write your answers below. Your comment may inspire someone else in this community who is also on their English journey. Review of difficult words and expressions. To help you improve your vocabulary, let's quickly review some of the key words and expressions we used in today's story. Listen carefully. Repeat after me and try to use these words in your own sentences. Tool for transformation. A tool is something you use to make or build something. A tool for transformation means something that helps change your life in a big way. Example: education is a tool for transformation. Consistency. This means doing something regularly without giving up. Example: with consistency, you can learn English step by step. Courage. Courage is the strength to face fear or difficulty. Example: it takes courage to speak English in front of others. Victory. A win, even a small one. Example: helping the tourist was Maria's first victory. Scholarship. Money or support given to a student to study. Example: she applied for an international scholarship. Determination. A strong decision to keep going until you succeed. Example: her determination helped her continue learning. To underestimate. To think something is smaller or less important than it really is. Example: never underestimate the power of English. These are powerful words that can also motivate you in life. Try to shadow them, repeat them slowly, and practice using them in your daily conversations. Maria's story reminds us that English has the power to change lives, open doors, and create opportunities we never imagined. And the same power is available for you. If you choose to practice daily, stay consistent, and believe in yourself. Remember, every word you learn, every sentence you shadow is an investment in your future. Thank you for joining today's Shadowing Podcast TV. If you found this inspiring, subscribe, like, and share this video with friends who are also learning English. Comment your thoughts below. We read every message. See you tomorrow for another lesson.